Inovia is really focused on Canada. That's the anchor. So think of, I'm going to make a really simple image in your mind. Inovia Capital kind of owns everything in Canada in that they see everything. They also are very connected to the Canadian diaspora in Silicon Valley. So if you were at Kitchener-Waterloo or U of T or University of Montreal and you ended up in Silicon Valley, we probably know you. And then, so we have a big link there. And then we're also in Europe with a great presence in the London office, where we have the advantage of being able to take very specific companies into North America from Europe that we think are amazing. So the strategy at Inovia is, if you're in Canada, we can write a check of $50,000 for a napkin after a good dinner, and all the way to, we can raise $250 million for your growth strategy. In Europe, we only do growth. So in Europe, we do angel investments for networking purposes, but we don't do A or early B series. It's once if your mousetrap catches mice, we'll listen to your story, but you have to have product market fit. And then in California, we follow the Canadian diaspora, and we'll do everywhere from seed to more, depending on the opportunity. But it really is a Canadian diaspora focus, if you wish. The areas where we invest, typical B2B SaaS, some B2C, and some of this B2C will be in areas of travel, retail, areas where we have a lot of expertise as a firm. Let's see. That is the core element. And then the other piece that actually differentiate us is Inovia has a lot in its partnership, a lot of operators and founders. So, one of our founders has built a bunch of businesses, sold them, right? We have just recruited Steve Woods to become our operating partner for tech. And Steve had not before being the lead of the engineering for Canada at Google, so a longtime friend of mine. He was a serial entrepreneur, and then there's people like me who've built a bunch of companies and operated. So we bring just as much kind of financial acumen that you would expect of a VC, but you also deal with people who have all of the, marks and the dirty fingernails of having built a bunch of companies. So there's a higher level of empathy for the founders, and we can add a lot more value operationally. Like, we've been in their shoes like many times. And if for whatever reason on the technical aspect we don't know because we didn't do it ourselves, we know the guy or the woman who's done it as well. And so we bring immense value on the operating side of the investment in addition to the financial side.